The questions. Now with question one, it is basic inequality, right? So
Yes, please.
we are going to have something like expanding the bracket first. Expanding the bracket first. So for example, when you have any fraction multiplied by a number in a bracket, automatically it actually multiplies the numerator. So in this case, 1 is going to multiply 3x and minus 4. But always remember that if you have negative something like negative 1, you have negative 1 over 2. Now this negative 1 over 2, we can say that the negative is automatically for the 1. Mm-hmm. So here, this is going to be the same as negative 1. Let me space it. Negative 1 divided by or over 2. Negative 1 over 2. Good. Are you okay with this?
Yes, sir.
Good. And now with this same thing, we can also say that the 3x minus 4, this bracket, this one, 3x minus 4. Let me get it well. This 3x minus 4. Good. This 3x minus 4 is automatically multiplying the numerator because it is multiplying the fraction negative 1 over 2. So the 3x minus 4 is automatically multiplying the numerator. So this is what we are going to get. We are going to get into bracket 3x minus 4. And then I close the bracket. So this is what I'm going to get. I'm going to get something like this. Are you okay? Good. Now, I am going to multiply the negative 1 through. But always remember that you still have all over 2. So in this case, now negative 1 times 3x, what do I have? Negative 1 times 3x, what do I have?
Negative 3x.
Negative 3x. So I have negative 3x. And then negative 1 times negative 4, what do I have?
Positive 4.
Positive 4. So plus 4. Plus 4. And then not forgetting your divided by. Not forgetting your divided by 2. So this is the expression we have. I hope you are okay with this explanation. Good. Now let's move on. So now we have simplified the left-hand side. The left-hand side. Now let's move on to the right-hand side. This guy here.
Okay.
Yes.
Please, in school, we were taught to multiply the fraction by the LCM.
Multiply the fraction by the LCM.
Yes, please.
Yes, and when it happens like that, you are obviously going to multiply the one on your right-hand side too. So when I am done with this method, I am going to use that method to also explain it.
Oh, okay.
Because eventually we would go on to multiply through by the LCM. Are you okay?
Okay, sir. Yes, please.
Good. So in order not to get confused, that is I'm going to explain because I'll take my time. I'll take my time and take you through everything here. Are you okay? Before you write tomorrow. So we are not in a hurry at all. I'm not going to do anything different again. Are you okay? So I'll use that explanation too. Good. So with this, we are done with the left-hand side. Now I move to the right-hand side. Now with the right-hand side, I already have the numbers grouped in their various forms. There are no like terms I am going to group again on the right hand side. So at this point in time, I am going to have greater than, my greater than is very ugly, greater than. Let me see. I need a mouse. Good. Greater than 3x. Greater than 3x. 3x minus 7. So I have here 3x minus 7. Good. Let me bring it a bit forward so that, yes, 3x minus 7. Good. Now, at this point in time, we have only one denominator. This is where we multiply through by the denominator. Are you okay? So because this expression, they are all being divided by 2. The negative 3x and the 4, they are all being divided by 2. So when I multiply the 2, it affects all of them. Good. So I'm going to multiply this place. I'm going to multiply this place by 2. Good. And I'm also going to multiply this place by 2. And then I'm coming. Good. So let me multiply this place. I'm going to multiply this place by 2. And then I multiply this place too by 2. Good. So now don't forget, the negative sign is separating the 3x from the 7. That is the reason why you need to multiply each and every one of them by 2. But when you come here, the negative 3x plus 4, they are all over 2. So I don't need to multiply this by 2 again and this by 2 again. Good. So by doing this, now I can boldly say that this 2 is going to cancel off these 2. Yes. So now I am going to have 3x plus 4. 3x plus 4. Good. Which is going to be greater than 3x plus 4, which is greater than, now I have 2 times 3x. So what do I have for 2 times 3x, which is 6x? So here I have 6x minus 7 times 2. Obviously, 7 times 2 is going to give us negative 14. So minus 14. Minus 14. Good. This is what we have. Good. Now, the next step is to group like terms. Now, there are 2 main rules that we need to understand here. Good. Now, the first one is anytime we divide by a negative value, the sign of the inequality is going to change to the other way around. Anytime we divide the final operation by a negative value, the sign is going to change. The sign is going to change. Otherwise, it remains the same. So in this case, this is what we are going to have. Now, we are looking for x. But mostly, I don't like involving negatives when I want to find x. Now, this is negative 3x. This guy. This one is negative 3x. Good. With this negative 3x, if I decide to bring the 6 here, I am obviously going to get a negative value of x, which I hate. So I always try as much as possible to group in such a way that I have the x being positive. So I know that if this is positive 6x, if I carry the 3x here, I'm going to have positive. That will give me peace of mind. And then this 4, this is negative. When I carry this here, I have positive. So now I am going to have 4. Then I carry this negative 14. When it crosses the sign, it becomes what? Positive. So plus 14, which is greater than, because I haven't divided by a negative value. So I don't change my sign. So I have 6x. So here is going to be 6x. And then when I cross this positive 3, I have minus 3x. 6x minus 3x. Good. This is what I have. This is what I have. Now, 14 plus 4 is going to give me 18. 18. So I have 18 here. 18, which is going to be greater than, let me draw my greater than. So which is going to be greater than 18, which is going to be greater than 6 minus 3. What do I have? 6 minus 3, I have 3x. So 6x minus 3x, I have 3x. So this is going to be 3x. 3x. Now at this point in time, I need x to stand alone. What do? I divide through by the 3. I divide through by the 3. I divide through by the 3. So here, I'm going to have divided by 3. And then here too, I'm going to have divided by 3. So this is what I'm going to have. Good. Now, I know obviously that this 3 is going to cancel off this 3 here. 3 will cancel 3. So I have x standing alone. I have x standing alone. So it is either going to be 18 divided by 18 divided by 3, 18 divided by 3, which is greater than 18 divided by 3 is greater than x. Is greater than x. Or I am going to have x x is less than x is less than 18. X is less
Sir,
than. Yes.
please, you made a mistake. Oh.
Where?
The 3 here,
Mm-hmm.
the one that's circled in yellow, it's supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
minus 3. It's supposed to be minus 3x. Then when you take it to the other side, it's be 6x plus 3x.
Here's supposed to be minus 3. Oh yeah. My circle almost covered the negative. Let me bring it and change everything. So let me take this out. Let me take this out. Good. Let me remove the circle. It's supposed to be negative. So here it's actually supposed to be negative 3. Negative 3. So when I take it here, that is going to be positive. So
Yes, please.
this is going to be positive. Okay, let me take. Okay, so let me use this. So this is going to be positive. Good, that is going to be positive. Good. So I am going to have. I'm going to have. Let me take this out. So I'm going to have 9x, right? So 9x.
Yes, please.
So I have. Let me take this one out. Good. So I'm going to have 4 plus 14. That one is still 4 plus 14. So I have 4 plus 14. Good. So I hope this is right. I have corrected the negative. So I have 18. 18 is greater than 18 is greater than 18 is greater than 9x. 18 is greater than 9x. Good. So now I divide through by 9. I divide through by 9. So here, divide, here, divide. So I divide through by 9. So this place is going to be 9. And then this place is also going to be divided by 9. So this is what I have. Now 9 is going to cancel out 9. So I have 9, taking away 9. Good. Now 18 divided by 9 is 2. Is 2. So we are going to have 2 being greater than x. 2 being greater than x. Or we can still say x is less than 2. X is less than 2. X is less than 2. Good. X is less than 2. Good. Are you okay?
Yes, please.
Okay. So let's move on to the